All right, guys. Welcome to the Call to the Pen. Um, I got a question for you, Brandon. I don't want to hear from the fans on this one yet, 'cause I know it's going to be. But you know, we just got back from Disney. My 7-year-old Avery is a huge fan of the Tron roller coaster. You ever been on that? You ever
The
seen it?
Tron?
Tron roller coaster.
Maybe. I went there
Have
a couple years ago, but I don't know. You guys have so much stuff out there, you can't cover it all.
It's legit. It's fun. Like it goes 0 to 60 in like 2.8 seconds or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah,
Like,
I've been on
and
that.
you're on a
Yeah, I've been on there.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I never actually watched a movie from start to finish. Um, but Avery loved to ride so much. Next time we go, she wants to dress up in a Tron costume, like the full setup, and show up and just ride the thing.
That's
And
awesome.
so, if you're her dad, are you matching her costume? Are you
How
going
old is
full
she?
Team Blue Tron?
How old
She'll
is
be
she?
8. She'll be 8.
I think if she asked me to, or I would do it, yeah, I think I would. That would be awesome. She would love it and never forget it.
Like you don't have to wear it the whole day. You just suit up for the ride,
Yeah,
stand in
yeah.
line, everyone's laughing at you, let it eat, high five
Yeah.
her after the ride, then
I
change
don't
it
think
again,
people will
right?
laugh at you. It's Disney World. Everyone dresses up weird anyways.
That's right. But I need to figure out. They wear helmets. That'd be sick. I got like a helmet and a full suit. Pretty
I
sure
don't know
they
if they'll
do.
let you wear the helmet.
Oh, good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that'd be sick. All right, I
So how
hear you
was it
said
out
that.
there?
It was all right. So glad you asked. We show up and it was a tropical storm turned into a Cat 1 hurricane just to the west of
Oh.
us. So we got the bands, we got the outer bands of that. As soon as we walked into Magic Kingdom, a tornado warning hit. Not a watch, a warning, meaning there's funnel clouds in the area or a tornado has touched down.
Oh
And the
my
wind
God.
is howling like sideways rain at this point. I'm like, guys, don't usually get freaked out by weather, but we should go indoors on this one. So we waited for that to pass. Nothing happened, of course. And then it was just pouring rain on us all day. The next day, we went to 2 parks, and it was so hot the heat index went over 100 degrees for the next
Wow.
2 days, actually. So I was looking at my wife. I'm like, man, yesterday was kind of brutal with the rain, but I much prefer the hurricane over standing out here just getting smoked by the sun
That's how
and
we
the
feel out
humidity.
here. Heat index is like 115 to 120 every day, and you're like, please just rain, just pour on us, please.
Just
Just
one
quit.
time. Yeah,
Oh, just
seriously.
begging for something to cool us off. Now it's like
It's
107 with a
it's
little bit of humidity somehow every day because it's monsoon season. So I don't know which one I'd rather have, a hot blow dryer or humidity. I don't know.
that was always
You know
the
what I
debate in
want? I
spring
want
training.
Montana. I just came from Montana last weekend. I want whatever Montana has going on there in the summer.
Yeah, give us an update on that.
That was amazing. It's always the best trip. We have some friends that own a ridiculously nice lake house there, and he's got a nice wake boat. I mean, a beautiful house on Flathead Lake. So I always want to move there every time I go. The water is 75 to 83 degrees during the summer. You can't beat it. It's calm. Nobody's out there. And
That's
it's for
awesome.
my 40th birthday. I turned 40 on for what one of them days. I can't remember anymore.
Happy
And then
40th, dude. That's right.
oh, it's
Man,
depressing.
you're old, bro. You got 2 years on me.
2 years is such a long time. I remember
Doctors,
when I was
doc,
38.
doctor's visits just got really interesting for the kid.
My wife says that. I'm
So
like, I'm not going.
the coaches would have to go through that during physical. I'm like, man, I'm never turning 40. They come looking all
Oh,
depressed.
you got to volunteer to do it. It's even worse.
Hey, I got a
But
question. So you're wakeboarding, right? I saw an Instagram video, and some dude just jumps off the back of the boat and wipes you out. Was he trying to land?
Mar-
Were you guys trying to do a trick, or is he just screwing
no,
around?
Marco Estrada, you know who Marco
That
Estrada
was
is.
Marco Estrada?
Yeah,
No way. That's
yeah.
awesome.
It's his first time he's ever been on a wake. He's never been on a lake like that before. So the first time he ever wakeboarded, he's having a great time. First, a funny story. When we first took him out there, he was crying because he couldn't. It's hard to get up if you've never done it before. So he couldn't get up, and everyone else is getting up. Even Knox got up. So now he's just depressed. And now throughout the day, has some drinks, and we go back out, and he finally gets up, and now he's having the best time of his life. So the next day, I'm surfing, and I'm starting to feel myself. I'm carving. Next thing you know, here comes this flying body. Like, this scared the crap out of me. It's the last thing you expect when you're focused on trying to surf, and this body comes flying at you.
No way.
That was some funny stuff. And then after that, we didn't have it on video, but he slipped off the back of the boat into me. Like,
What?
yeah.
Hopefully that was an inboard, like not an outboard mode where they get propelled to death or
Oh
something.
yeah, it's covered. There's a whole deck right there. It's covered and stuff. But
Okay. Oof.
it's a really nice Mastercraft. It's not that cheap stuff.
Hey, those things are
But
sick. I've seen
yeah, they
those.
are
I like it. It's
super,
cool
really,
that
really nice. It's a house.
yeah,
Almost, it's basically a house. Like it costs as much as some people's house.
that's crazy.
But
No,
amazing
it's
trip.
cool,
If you
man.
ever have a chance to go to Flathead Lake in Montana, it's like it heals your soul. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's exhausting, but it's an amazing trip. Anyways,
exactly. Go back to business.
let's go to baseball. I killed Jed the other day, last week about his Cubs trade, and it's still and I feel like I'm right so far. I know a guy doesn't always come out hot, but Paredes is hitting $120, and I don't know. He's supposed to be like I know it's baseball and it's not easy. I get it, but not looking so good for the kid so far.
I mean, it's what, a week into the trade.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm gonna give him the
Look
benefit
at
of the doubt.
look at the dude for the freaking Diamondbacks. Josh Bell has like 9 homers in his last 12 games.
Okay, he's coming from the second worst team in baseball to now a contender. Like he's fired up. Not to mention,
Probably.
it's way easier to hit in Arizona than Miami, and then you also
I
play in
agree.
Colorado. That's going to be awesome for him. So
I
he's
agree.
in. It's kind of like redemption because he went over to the Padres a couple of years ago and struggled pretty bad. So he's back in that
He
division.
did.
He knows what to expect, so he's probably comfortable. Uh, yeah, good for him. If you don't know Josh Bell, he's one of the best. He's a great guy.
Is he? I don't know him personally.
He's a good teammate. You know, he can hit for sure. He struggled this year, but now he's capable.
Chris Morel's
So
hitting 132 since the All-Star break, so that one's a wash.
yeah, I think Fridays is gonna be all right. It was funny. He hit a homer the other day. I think it was yesterday, and he said through his translator that it was just basically like a huge weight off his back. Like he said, I needed that, and the translator came out just like fired up. Like the translator needed it more than he did. Like he was just amped. It was a great.
Well, he came from Tampa, where they probably have 2 riders in their clubhouse. Like, you've been there. How many riders are in Tampa?
Not many. Not
And
many.
then you go to Wrigley, and the room's full. There's a media room, and then they probably have 25 people in there when we come in from the clubhouse.
Yeah,
It's
I
different.
honestly thought it would have been worse though. Didn't you? Like
Yeah, I
the
did. I
media
did.
wasn't that bad.
No,
They had some opportunities to crush us. And I can't think of a time where we got hammered too bad. Especially the
no. I
second
mean,
year.
even when I was sucking in 18, they didn't really kill me that bad.
Yeah. You just gotta pull a couple pranks and media has to catch wind of it, then they like you. And it's
Yeah. You got to let them feel
like
involved and like feel like they're part of the boys, and then they'll love you. Like Jesse Rogers feels like he was part of the boys. So I mean, even he texted me on my birthday. You're in the thread. I mean,
yep.
not many riders
So
will do that.
no, he was a good dude. He was good at his job for sure.
Yeah,
But anyways, yeah, I mean that's true. Like
that's tough.
it's kind of intimidating. You're going to a way bigger franchise that has bigger expectations.
Yep. And we'll move. How about Fetty with the Cardinals? First outing not so good. Today he went 5 innings, 1 run. So I think that's good. Hopefully for the Cardinals, they need it bad. They're only 2 games over 500 right now. I just can't figure them out. They're hot and cold, so hot and cold. Or you are what your record is at this point. You're a 500 team.
I don't know, man. Because I don't think so. Because they came from, I mean, they were down pretty big at one point. So where they were like second to last place, maybe even last place at one point. You know, they've climbed. So now they're kind of plateauing. I think they're going to climb again, though.
They
They've been,
are 6 out of the division, 3 out of the wild card. The wild card is, as we know, because there's so many teams that can get in now, is chaos.
chaos. Yeah. So
I
I mean, I
mean,
think that they have a legitimate chance. Maybe was a pretty good signing because I got him for another year after this too. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
$7.5
trading him.
million. You got him
Not a
for
signing trade.
middle reliever money. Joe Kelly makes more than what Fetty's gonna make.
Yeah, that's great. And I remember at the beginning of the season, I was like, we got a couple guys to watch. Fetty's one of them. These
Yeah,
guys come back from Korea, they get a little confidence, and then like, oh yeah, like I can do this. I don't know why. Actually, I remember an interview Fetty said like he felt like a bulldog again, like he did in college, where the college coach would let him go deep. Well, in Korea, they love that. They want you to go as deep as you can. And
yeah,
so they let him do that. He gets his confidence, brings it back to his feet. It's
because
awesome,
he's the
man.
tallest guy in the country there. Of course, he feels like
Listen, bro, he is a legend over there. Like they love him.
really
Oh, big time. You should look into it. It's awesome. Yeah.
good for him. He was when he came up with Washington. I mean, he had Scherzer, Strasburg. I mean, I was there too, but I mean, Gio Gonzalez. I mean, Tanner Roark. This guy just could not fit
Yep.
into that.
Hey, you brought up Gio Gonzalez. Did you see him the other day?
Where did he played banana ball? Didn't he?
Yeah, he threw a banana game.
That's awesome.
He's a good dude. I like Gio.
It's funny in Washington they would think of Gio Gonzalez. I mean, I know he's there for a while, but you think they would try to find like I don't know anybody
Well,
else.
who else were they going to get? Strasburg
Like,
can't play.
oh, Strasburg can't throw.
Scherzer's still pitching. You think
Yeah, you're
Texas
right.
would let Scherzer step out and throw a banana ball game?
I wonder, did Zimmerman play? Zimmerman should have been playing in that game.
There, that's a good one. Yeah, I
Sean
think so.
Doolittle. Sean Doolittle's coaching. They probably weren't in town.
Yeah. I got asked to play in banana ball. Heathville asked me. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then it came around to like throw again. I was like,
The
not ready
next
for that.
time the party animals come back here, I'm gonna play in that thing.
All right.
It's like it's not I don't know. Depends what you like.
Oh,
It's not
I'll,
exciting baseball.
I don't know. I'll say this. This summer I watched it on ESPN. I was like, I gotta see what this is about. And
Yeah,
it was pretty entertaining. My mom loved it.
it
She was sitting there,
moves fast. It's moving fast.
it moves fast. The punch outs are hilarious. Like dudes like
With the
dancing
trick
on the mound.
plays. They want trick plays, and that's why I'm watching it. And the dude, regular fly ball to center, and the guy tries to does some stupid catch, and next thing you know, it's a triple.
Play.
You're like, yeah,
But the one play, all right, we'll move on after this. The shortstop on the bananas is a pretty nasty trick where he fields it, throws it with his glove behind his back, off the dirt, barehands it, throws to first. Dude, that's pretty good. That's a
yeah.
good.
I'll do
That's
that
a
tomorrow.
nasty. That's hard to do.
I'll try
Yeah,
that tomorrow.
I don't know. It's entertaining. It shows how it goes.
You got the Brewers leading the Braves today. What do you think of the Braves? They're 8 games over 500. They had I mean, the Phillies have struggled so bad. They literally had a massive opportunity to get some ground. They got it down to 5, but I don't think they're going to be able to make up any more ground. I think because as we talked about earlier in the year, the Phillies beat up on all the bad teams, weren't great against
Yeah.
good teams. They did sweep the Dodgers at home, but I feel like Philly's schedule is going to lighten up again, and they're 6.5 back now, and they're losing right now. They've already lost 3 in a row. I mean, is there a chance they don't even make the wild card?
Who? The Braves or Phillies?
The Braves.
I
The
thought you said the
Braves
Phillies.
are.
Yeah, no. The Braves are in trouble. They're just riddled with injuries, dude. Like, it's just tough. Tough to come back from. Other than Ozuna, like, who's doing it in the lineup, honestly?
How many teams come out of the wild card again? 2?
No, 3.
Yeah, 2 wild cards. So right now they're outside the wild card. Padres, Diamondbacks.
What am I thinking? Yeah. I mean, Diamondbacks are hot. The Braves, I mean, they're 6-4 their last 10, but
They lost 3 in a row.
they're riddled with injuries.
They're about to lose 4 in a row.
What kept them? I mean, they had good pitching, but what really kept them afloat the last 3 or 4 years is their offense was so potent. Like their pitching was down, offense was just scoring a bazillion runs. They're still hard to keep down. They just don't. They don't have that fire this year. 'Cause again, injuries
No, I
and
mean
just
when you lose Acuna, that's tough.
yeah. Is Albie still out
Let's
too?
see. I mean, yeah.
So there you go. I mean,
I mean, they got
that's hard to recover.
Merrifield hitting 205 playing second base. I mean, they're in trouble. They're going to be in trouble.
Well, Acuna was struggling pretty bad to begin with, you know. So
Yeah, but that's a superstar. I mean, when superstars struggle, like Bryce Harper is struggling, and no one's going to really
right.
talk about it. But he was like 0 for 1 for his last 24 or something. I'll look it up right now. What he is in his last. He's
No,
down to
it came up
277.
because like Philly's record plummets when he struggles like that. No, there's like I forget what their record is when he's in this struggle he's in. It's not good.
No, in his last 15 games, he's hitting a buck 72, on base percentage of 209, slugging 359.
I've seen it happen though before, can't where
Yeah,
so
100%. He's so streaky. He's so streaky.
so he was struggling bad in it might have been 2015, 14 or 15, and we come in town, the Mighty Marlins, and my boy TK, we still give him grief today. Comes
Make
in
sure you
and
tag him on this.
yeah, he gives up 3 tanks to Harper, and Harper ends up winning the MVP that season.
Oh my gosh.
3 tanks. It was like man, it, oh bro, it was crazy,
Must have
absolutely
been
crazy.
curveballs in the zone. Don't throw that guy
Oh,
curveballs in the zone.
he could have underhanded it up there, didn't he hit upper deck over and over again, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember Roy Rob Bryce, but when he struggles, that team struggles.
Yeah,
But it's hard because I play with him and I hate it to say it, but it's like when he's struggling, like even if you win and he doesn't do amazing or great, his demeanor is kind of down. It's not that he's like mad that he's not doing great, but his demeanor is a little down. So it kind of like brings the team down just a little bit. So now when he's really struggling and his demeanor is going to be down, I mean, it really, the energy it's tough. It's really tough. I've
yeah,
been into too many good teams with him where you're just like, everyone's like, what's wrong with our team? And it's just like hard to say, but it's like, really, we go where Bryce goes. It's his energy.
yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know the guy, but you see guys like that all the time, and it's tough. Like you feel for him too, because you know that he cares a lot. He maybe
Yeah.
wears it too hard.
Yeah, exactly. Let's check these standings. Let's see. Milwaukee's going
Well,
to,
hold on.
what?
Yankees. You seen what they've been doing lately? Everyone's giving them grief and like, oh, here we go, typical Yankees. They're killing it right now. Ever since the Jazz Chisholm trade.
Well, they are losing to the Angels. But yeah, 8-2. They've won 3 in a row, and they're 8-2 of their last
Just
10. They're taking off.
yeah, Leiter looks good.
Yeah, it's some
You
traffic,
said it.
but yeah,
It doesn't matter. It's getting the job done.
he's getting it done. It is some traffic. Let's check
He's
his numbers. He's in today. He got a hit and a walk. He's in right now. Oh no, he pitched in the yeah, he's in right now. That sucks.
we
They've
should
been bringing him in. It's like massive situations, and it's like, oh, you're down 8-2 in the ninth. There you go.
we should pull up a game like we should watch a game together live and have fans jump
Yeah, I
on with
wonder
us.
how we can do that. And we could critique it or whatever. We need
Have
to ask
fans,
our editor.
yeah, have fans can interact, ask us questions. We can talk about it, share stories. It'd be great.
I mean, I must be wrong. Maybe Leiter. The only highlights I see when Leiter comes in is when runners are on because it's 3 1/3, no hits, no walks, 6 punchy. So he
I think
was.
he's
They
a
got him.
they're using him
He's
as a
hot.
fireman right now. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're using him as a fireman. He's hot. But
So
these stats aren't updated because he got up a hit tonight. So
they're one game ahead of the Orioles now. So they flipped the script on them. Orioles are still playing good ball. They scuffled for a little bit there, but now they're back. And thankfully they scuffled because the Yankees were doing so poorly. But your boy comes in, Jackson Holiday. He's hitting at what, buck 70 now?
I'd still trade him. Trade him now. It's
No.
never gonna be any higher.
Oh my gosh. He's at 4 bombs in his last 7 games, 9 hits total.
Yeah,
And
Josh Bell's got
that
9 in 12 games. Would you take Mason Miller over Josh Bell right now?
Josh Bell, dude, no disrespect. I mean, he's like a 10-year veteran at this point. Jackson Holiday's 20 years old. Come on. Uh,
I don't know.
I will
At
not take any slander. I'm a big Matt Holiday fan, so
oh yeah, he'll probably body slam you anyways.
good. Good. He's a big guy. He's huge. He might be pound for pound other than Nate Eovaldi, strongest person I've played with.
Yeah. What do you think of the Blue Jays? Like they have tried so hard over the last 3 years and it's not working. Like, does this guy need to be fired? I mean, I hate to just say get fired, people, but it can't be the man. I mean, I guess it's the manager because they brought in the talent. Like they have brought in some serious talent. And every year you're like,
Bullpen.
wow, the Blue Jays are going to be so good.
What have they ever done to their bullpen?
Well, let's see. Well, they brought in was Chad. What's that dude from the Yankees?
Yeah, Green, but he was coming off a major injury. I'm pretty sure. He
Okay,
had like
Yimi
Tommy John
Garcia
surgery.
just got traded. He was doing well.
Okay.
The Romero guy. I mean, the Romano had Tom. I think he had Tommy John. I don't think they ever bring in like good lefties.
They had Meza. I'm pretty sure he was solid for them. But like I'm
Last
saying,
year,
like
but this year not so good.
they haven't had like a solid three lockdown pitchers like a good major league team has. Like Yankees bullpen's great. Orioles bullpen, great. Like they just blow leads
They
over the
are
years.
last in baseball, and they are 30th in WAR this year, 30th in FIP, 29th in ERA. Okay, so that pitching coach has been there forever. Do you move on from the pitching coach, or is it a bullpen coach, or is the guy that brings in these like whatever? They're not setting these guys up to succeed. Obviously, you got to find ways. If you have a bad bullpen, I mean, not like the guys are bad. They're just getting put in the sometimes just the wrong situations they're not comfortable in.
Right? Yeah. I mean, but you have to have some guy that's comfortable in a do or die situation. It was like
I agree.
the Cubs are this year, like they'd be much better if Jed put more stock into the bullpen. They didn't have any help out there. They
Yeah, they
blocked their
played.
worst team in baseball in one-run games. I don't know.
So like
I think that's a huge miss because for a while their offense was legit. And
yeah,
they
for
have
sure.
obviously Vladdy Jr., who's an absolute animal in the middle of that lineup. But like now they got nothing. There's nothing that's surrounding him.
They're
So
29th, they're 27th in baseball in ERA.
I feel bad for Vladdy Jr. Oh, well, he's still pretty young. But like the Mike Trout's, like it's so depressing. Like he's the forget about Trout. Like Vladdy, I'm just scared that he's gonna have to wait another 5, 6, 7 years before they're good again, and by that time he's gonna be on the decline or something. He'll still be young enough. But you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the window closes quicker than you think. And for like a guy like Trout, he's only made the playoffs one time. They tried so hard putting a team around him. They just put the wrong pieces around him. It's not his
They
fault.
never invested, like you said, pitching.
Right. The
Like
pitching killed him.
you never invested fully in starters and bullpens. It was like makeshift guys or guys that were needed bounce back years. I mean, they even paid Matt Harvey like $8 million 1 year.
Yeah. I remember they tried Lincecum out one time. Oh
Yeah.
man, the Mariners. When I was on the Mariners, they bounced him out quick. I mean, they just launched off.
I think because they're just, I don't know, they just thought they're going to slug their way. It's pitching, man. I don't care who you got. Pitching.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Mariners. Look at the Rays over the years. Pitching's kept
Yeah.
those two teams, afloat.
It's just too hard to hit. I don't care how good you are. It is too hard to hit baseball and be amazing all the time. It's too hard.
Yeah. No doubt.
More than likely, the good pitching is going to win. You can't outslug these people.
It's the old like adage, like pitching and defense wins ball games, but it's so true. Watch the playoffs. Like, what is actually winning the ball games? It's pitching, and then guess what? You're playing guys that play better defense over like an average to slightly above average hitter. Like, I don't know, the kid that played center field for the Phillies, they had him out in center field because he runs everything down, but he hit like 100.
Right.
What's his face? I already forget his name. So like you need your best defenders out there, and you're going to roll the dice with them offensively.
Yeah. I think they
It's just
thought
true.
they could hit enough to where they can hide him and it won't matter. They can hit enough and
Exactly.
pitch enough. And he'll
Like,
save more runs than he'll drive in.
Right. He's basically your pitcher hitting ninth. Like, oh, you got a guy on base. Guess what he's doing? You're gonna bunt. So it's like, well, I'd rather save a bunch of defensive runs.
All right, so right
Anyways,
now, the way it is right now, who's your top bullpen? Because just everyone was all excited about the Padres bullpen. This is how hard it is to be good all the time with pressure. The kid for the Padres gives it up in the gave it up in the sixth inning. I was watching it. His name, the Estrada kid, still punches out the side, but he's throwing 98 fun balls, thinking he's going to blow up by like Andrew McCutchen, who's still old but will hit a 98-mile-an-hour fastball as a fun ball down the middle.
yeah,
But then they got 9 innings, 14 punchies. Their bullpen has gotten 3, 6, 7 punch outs.
it's tough. I mean, I got like three off the top of my head. Guardians, um, Padres. I honestly think has one of the better bullpens in baseball. And what was the third one? Black Rat.
Phillies?
Mm, Phillies is good.
They lead MLB in WAR
Let's
if
say
WAR
Padres.
matters.
Yeah, I'd say I go Phillies. Mariners are up there too. Just a bunch of guys you never heard of that just come in and shut the door. Like it's just they're so good in one-run games. That's why I say they're,
So no
I
Dodgers.
think they lead the league. Dodgers can get away with it for me. They don't. I mean, Treinen's really good. He's back. It's a huge boost.
Yeah, he gave up a big bomb to lose the game the other day. I never
Yeah, but
seen that guy
that's
show emotion, but
I saw that. Yeah, I mean that happens, right? Like he's, in my
he's still good.
opinion, one of the best relievers I've ever seen. Like
Yeah.
top five in person. And he's grown over the years. I remember early on in his career, everyone's like, "Oh,
Ooh,
he's a little soft," and dude,
top
he's
five.
so good.
Okay, give me your top five in
No,
person.
that in person.
In
I'm gonna have to
person.
I'll write down a list for you for next time. Obviously, Mariano Rivera is number one, though. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. It was
You played
incredible.
against him in person or with him in person?
Against him, not with him.
I never actually got to play against him.
2013 was his last year. Well, actually, it didn't count as an exhibition game, but still. I mean, I don't mean like watching it in person when he was still playing when I was playing. You know what I'm saying? While we
Yeah.
were still playing, and that other person said Mariano Rivera is the best reliever of all time.
Okay, let's go off teammates. Let's dig deeper here.
Like
Because you
best
watched it in person.
reliever, best bullpen. Other than I can't, not you. I'm
What are
just
you talking
kidding.
about? I had
I'm
you
kidding.
carted off. Nothing's nastier than a guy getting carted off. That's how good I was.
Matt, you're nasty. You're up there. Um,
I'm probably not
no,
top five. And you know what? I don't want to hear the guy that throws 100. That's too easy.
I don't know. I can't think of too many guys I've played with that throw 100 miles an hour. Archimedes Caminero is the only one I can think of off the top of my head. That was a reliever that threw 100 miles an hour. That was on my team. I mean, Nate Eovaldi was a starter who threw 100. That was impressive.
Yeah,
Watching him in the seventh inning hitting 100 miles an hour. That was pretty cool.
that is pretty
Um,
impressive. Think about it for next time.
I will think about it for next time. There's so many names that are popping up in my head. Just,
We've both been on a lot of teams where you got to run through some people.
I'm writing that down so I don't forget. That's a good topic. Best relievers ever and best teammates that we played with that are relievers.
Yeah.
All right, the top three. How's that? Right.
3? Okay. Oh, I gotta go start checking rosters.
And maybe five. We'll see how we feel. See how froggy we are. By the way, next week or maybe the week after. Speaking of awesome teammates, one of the best teammates I've ever had, Juan Pierre. We got him
Juan
coming on
Pierre.
next. Yeah, he said he'll do it, so I want to get him on. That's my next one.
I would love to see you and Juan Pierre chop it up because that is the most odd conversation I could ever think of.
No, he is like the most dedicated. Like, I mean, he got up at like 6 in the morning every day. First one to the vault. They get there at like 11, 12 o'clock. Most routine oriented, hardest worker I've ever seen. Like
Wonder if
that's
I
a guy.
faced Juan
That's a
Pierre.
guy we picked his brain for like the young group that we have listening. So kind of like the AJ Ramos
I need to see if
episode
I've
we did.
ever faced Juan Pierre. I need to look that up
Sh-
for that.
Surely you have. He's played for. That's a good baseball. What's that game? Where it's like Wordle but for baseball.
What?
That
Oh,
like
that
game you
game?
play.
That one game?
Immaculate Grid. He's a good
Yeah, the
Immaculate Grid
Immaculate
answer.
Grid. I'm always in. We're both easy, like good wins for people on Immaculate Grids.
I got in on one where it was like played at least minimum of one game in the outfield, and it was Cubs, and someone put me in for that at like 0.008% or something like that. Like that's right, baby.
I don't think I played against ever faced Juan Pierre. So think about it. 2010, he was with the White Sox. I was with the Brewers. 2011, he's with the White Sox. I had surgery. 2012, he was with the Phillies, and it was a September call up. Did not play the Phillies that year. 2013, he was with Miami. So that was my one shot, but I don't think I faced him
12
that
he was
year.
with the Phillies. I think he was with the Phillies in 14. He,
No, I'm reading literally baseball reference right now. His
wow.
last year was 13. So there you go.
Well, yeah, it was with me. And you're right. That's right. That's right. Dude, and maybe it was. I'm thinking of a different time in Philly when Papelbon's last year there. It might have been his last game. I came in. He blew a save. I came in to close it out, and the crowd was going nuts. Like what is going on? Like going like crazy. I'm like, I don't know, Public Enemy number one. Then I look over, and that's when Papelbon was grabbing his junk at the fans, and
Oh
Joe
yeah.
West was chewing him out. I was like, what is going on? Dude, it was so distracting.
Here is okay. How many games? What do you think the most games he ever played? Juan Pierre in one season.
And once he played in every game of one, at least one season, right?
And how many years in a row do you think he did that? This has to be a record.
Other
This is
than
actually an amazing stat, and I don't think it might
Cal
ever happen
Ripken,
again. Huh?
hit me. I have no idea. Hit me.
5 years in a row, this man played 162.
Well, maybe second. Yeah, he's second behind Cal Ripken.
No, I'm just in a row. That's insane.
Yeah, awesome.
That doesn't happen
I
anymore.
mean,
I remember when like Prince Fielder was at like 5 something in a row, and he got sick, and it was like a thing.
dude, he's an absolute gamer. I'm telling you, he's awesome. I remember he was so sad when he didn't land a job the next year. He was just like beside himself. Now he's coaching and he's doing great. We'll see what he's doing up to these days.
Wow, 2,200 hits,
I know. How many stolen bases?
614. He led the league in a lot of
I
stuff,
think.
a
How
lot in
many
his
years
life.
did he lead the league?
In
I know.
what?
Sneaky good.
Stolen
World Series
bases?
champion.
No,
Yeah,
how many years did he lead the league in stolen
the
bases?
league? Yes.
3 times he led the league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He led the league in caught stealing. So the man was trying.
That's awesome. Shooter's gonna shoot, dude. You know, like Steph Curry. Steph Curry's gonna miss
Twice,
them.
or 1 year he was top 10 at MVP voting. Another year he was top 16 MVP voting. Man, until you actually go and look at it, you don't realize how good Juan Pierre was.
Yeah. Dude could bunt too. Bunt with the best of them.
Even his last year, he hit 247, which would totally get him a job now.
No doubt. But I mean, he had no pump, no homers,
No,
and
he-
like not. You
how
know,
many-
nowadays it's like, other than unless you're around, it's like you're just.
How many homers do you think he had in his career?
Oh my gosh, 12.
18.
Not bad. I was coming close.
I'm going to tell him that you only gave him 12. You thought he hit one per year. All right, let us know when you get that set up.
All right. One other thing. Saturday, I'm pitching in the game.
What?
Yeah.
Are you ready for that? Is the hip going to be okay?
I was thrown into a sock last night in the hotel room.
Wait, you were throwing a baseball in a sock? What were you doing with a sock?
Yeah. Throwing a baseball. Let me clarify. Throwing a baseball in a sock. It's a Division II trick to keep your arm loose, keep your arm going.
Can we please have video of this? Please.
I don't have video. I don't have video
Someone
myself.
has the video, not you throwing a sock, of you pitching in the game.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give up some parents because it's not gonna be pretty. I just want to
No,
throw
man.
strikes.
Just throw strikes. You throw underhand, they can't see that.
I'm not worried about
Please
it.
get video for the sake of our show.
Farnsworth is pitching in this too. And,
Really?
you've seen him lately.
Yeah. Can you guys take a side by side with your shirts off,
No.
please?
It's amazing.
You should be like, which man do you think made more money in baseball? And that would be it. That's a fun fact. I'm gonna find that. Hold on, I want to find that out right now.
He played a long
Kyle
time.
Farnsworth.
I think
You
he
guys
was hurt a
have-
lot though. Who's healthier? He looks better than me. Who's healthier?
Well, he was only a 6.2 WAR guy. You had more WAR. I
What
had
was I?
more WAR than him.
You're not a war guy though, so what difference does it make?
I still had more than him, 6.9. Yeah, he made $37.9 million. So you could sit on him. You could tell him he'll be, when you stand on your wallet, you look a lot tougher.
I'm not gonna say that. I watched the video of him spearing a dude in a game. It was incredible.
Well, please get us some video. That'd be hilarious.
All right.
All right, good luck. Stay healthy.
Okay. See you.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.